What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be working on this wall here in my dining room to do, I'll probably insert picture here. Give you a moment to absorb the greatness. So basically I wanted to do some DIY wall panel molding, I think it's called. So we're going to attempt to do that today. So I got this power tool. It's an automatic nailer, and we're just gonna go and get the rest of the supplies that we need from Lowe's. So let me show you the blueprint of how I plan to design it. This whole paper is this entire wall, so it's basically going to be a total of 6 different panels, 2 of equal sizes on the sides and then 1 in the middle. That's a big one. So I just mapped out all of my measurements. So first I measured the wall with my 4-foot stick, and the total inches were 96 by 184 inches. So I just did my math, writing out what each of these panels should be and then filling in the gaps on the spacing that I want in between. Math. I've actually never even seen these in person before, the panel molding, so we're probably gonna need to ask for some help. I don't know if they cut them for you or if we need to cut them, but yeah, I'm gonna bring this with me. I just wrote on the back exactly how much I need, a total of 24 pieces. So we organized over here. All right, you ready? Yep, let's do it. Let's go. Hey guys, so we just left Lowe's. I don't know if you guys can see from the back. So got the new step ladder up there, and then I got some of the pieces cut for the wall paneling. My mom had a good idea for us to just try one, just test out one first. So we got everything for that one panel first before doing everything else, just in case I decide we don't know what we're doing. But I feel like it's kind of gonna be pricey to get all the panels, because I think it was about $20 just for this one panel. So I'm estimating it's gonna be a little over $100 to get all of the panel stuff, which honestly isn't that bad because I'm not painting the wall, and if I were to get paint, it would end up coming out to $70 just for paint. So I'm not entirely upset about it. Just to show you, I got this miter box and a saw that goes with it. So I will just be cutting all of these at an angle, at a 45-degree angle, so that they can mesh into each other to make the shape. So that's what we're going to do. So, disclaimer for those of you that can't tell by my great squat and concentrated face, I've actually never used one of these before, but I was really impressed with myself that I could kind of just, you know, channel my inner Bob the Builder and really just dominate this project. So if you are going to get one of these miter boxes and saws, it was about $15 at Lowe's, the whole set, and it was really easy to use. So I definitely recommend. I'm not sure if I'm putting my hands where I'm supposed to, so like I said, disclaimer, don't take this as a tutorial to do exactly what I'm doing, because I'm not a professional and I don't even really know how to properly use this equipment. But just as a brief overview of what I did, I just put the larger, thicker piece towards the back edge near the 45-degree mark, lining it up exactly where I wanted it to be, and then just use the saw to make a clean cut. And I did that on both sides of all of my panels for the exact same distance, so that all of the measurements still added up despite me cutting off some inches. Next, it was time to paint the molding panels, I guess they're called, the baseboards, and I just used this shell white paint that was left over from what the builders used on my walls when building the house, because I wanted it to be the exact same color as the original wall. I decided to paint prior to sticking them on, but I did go ahead and touch up the paint after they were already stuck on the wall. So I think you could pretty much do it either way. You could paint it after you put it up there or before, but either way you're going to have to touch up the paint. I know you're probably thinking it still looks white as it did when we first got it, but I promise you it did look a different white than the original primed color. So once I laid them out and saw that they were meshing into each other nicely, it was time to put them onto the wall.
Good job.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Yeah, right. As Lil Wayne said, trust your vision.
Period.
Give it up for your vision. Believe in your vision, because when you get tired, your vision will work for you.
Okay. So sorry guys, I was covering the view for a lot of the shots that I got, but I was using a level just to make sure that everything was actually lined up and leveled as I needed it to be before securing it with nails. So now I need to fill these holes and little gaps with the caulk. So some of it is already coming out. I'm just going to put a little bit there and then right a bit like that. And then we're good. Yep, I'm just going to caulk all the holes and the edges as well. I just wanted to update you that I decided to change the measurements a little bit. So instead of doing 23 out, we ended up doing 26 out because my mom said to move it a little bit away from the light switch. So when reworking that math, let me just write it right here. Now instead of 23 on the side, I have 26. I kept the 34 inches as is because I can't do anything about that since I already have one over there. So keeping those the same. But for the big one in the middle, instead of the 60, I'm actually going to make it 4 feet and then separate them out more so they're not as congested. So instead of having them 6 inches apart, I'm gonna have them 9 inches apart. And then this middle piece is gonna be 48 inches, so 4 feet. That way I also don't have to buy extra, like an additional, what's the name? This will save me a little bit more money. So yeah, not sure if any of that made sense, but I'm about to go to the store. My mom is helping me out, just picking up and cleaning, and I'm gonna go back to Lowe's and get the rest of the supplies. So I'll be back. So just finished cutting, and now we are painting. My mom's out there working on the rest of the painting so we can finish up the rest of this wall. I think it's gonna look great. So although I wrote down all my measurements, I'm actually kind of doing my own thing at this point. And it's not gonna be the exact measurements as written down in the paper, but that's okay. I'm using the length of this, which is about 7 inches, to space in between where I need to be for the next one. So that's what we just did. Right. Then I'm using this on the side to make sure that it's flushed to the same exact part that one is. Looks so good. This is how it's looking so far, you guys. Perfecto. So you see, this one is like the longer one, and those two are the same. So at this point, you guys already kind of see the process for how to do it. So I'm just gonna finish the last 2 panels and then caulk it, paint it back over, just over the nails and the spots I show, and then show you the finished product. It looks super good. So my camera ended up dying at this point, but if you made it this far into the video, thank you. Comment below if you are here at this point. Comment below yes in the comment section to let me know that you watched the entire thing. But yeah, this was honestly one of my favorite DIYs. It came out so nice. It looks super professional. I love it. It looks exactly how I wanted it to with my Photoshop design. So I'm really excited. So make sure you guys stay tuned for more of my home series videos. Subscribe to my channel and turn on your post notifications to be updated every time I upload. But in the meantime, give this video a like, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.